And along the way, my wife and I have been able to collect close to 350,000 original race photographs, and these are the negatives and the first generation prints from the late 1800s through the early 1980s. Additionally, we have a nice representation of jerseys, of which we have about 7,000 race-worn jerseys. Those go back to the early 1910s up through last week. And oftentimes we're asked, why do you collect modern stuff? Well, it's because in another 20, 30 years, those are going to be really desirable because those two will be gone. This is a very ephemeral thing. We have a fair number of trophies, original stone lithograph posters, and bicycles, and the bicycles we collect are only race-used bicycles. I have no interest in a 1952 perfect new old stock Bianchi. To me, that bicycle has no soul. Give me the bike that is beat up, trashed, but one Paris-Roubaix. That's what I really go after. Started collecting when I was a rider myself. And then really it was in 1994 that we had the economic resources to play ball in the deeper end of the pool, and that's where we started really going after and building the collection that we have today. Part and parcel to that was our relationship with Eddy Merckx. And with Eddy Merckx, it was something that worked out very quick, very nice. We obtained a number of jerseys from Eddy, and then we also decided that we'd have him come out to Stanford University. And what you see here in this picture is a print. This is our newest one. And over the last 20 years, what we have done with Eddy is a series. It's an edition of 525, so it corresponds with his victories in his career. And to the best of Eddy's knowledge, this is the first. We did this back in the 90s. That was the first time anyone was doing anything with that number. And what we do is every time we've done these, we try to get the absolute best paper that's available. And paper, like everything, there's a technology shift, they do move. So we're looking for the absolute best paper, bar none. We're looking for the best printer that is available, bar none. And that is also very important to Eddy. Eddy likes to put his name, sign stuff that's not some junky trade show poster. He wants nice stuff. But with that, I didn't approach him with this until I had known him a while, and then it just so we had known each other at this point 3 or 4 years. The convincing was getting him to sell me the first 6 jerseys that I got, because he, to this day, has never sold a jersey to anybody else. They had been washed. Yes, I love a Paris-Roubaix jersey covered with mud. The notion that you would wash a filthy, mud-covered, oil-stained Paris-Roubaix jersey is beyond me. That's how I want it. That's how they're framed. But surprisingly, for the most part, most riders have almost no body odor. They're wet. They're drenched wet, but they don't really stink. And if they stink, it's usually cologne, not body odor. But that makes it fun for us. The provenance is unequivocal. It's the real deal that they have. There's 525. There's 3 different images. So this one is the '69 Tour of Flanders. So this is when he won the run and Eddy also had influence in all these images that we picked. And this one is pivotal because you have the director sportif who's telling him, stop, slow down, go back in the pack, you're never going to survive. And there's a sequence of photos leading up to this where Eddy's having, we'll call it an animated discussion with his director sportif about not wanting to go back in. And what's wonderful in this photo is Eddy is complete. You can see the expression of his face. He is shut down, listening to anything coming out of his eyes. He's going. Well, and I don't have to even infer it. Eddy told me. He said at that point, I had shut down the guy. I knew I didn't want to deal with him anymore, and I was going for it. And he won the race. He slowed and won. And then we have another image that's from the '70 Tour and the '73 Paris-Roubaix. And again, what we do is we try to end up having, in the end, something that's really cool, that's accessible for people to be able to buy these. And Eddy takes pride in putting a nice signature on it, so it's not a scrawled signature. It's a relaxed environment when we do these. It's just in London. It was Eddy, myself, Shelley, and my 10-year-old. and that's it. And Eddy as a person is awesome, wonderful. He very much takes on a tone of a grandpa with my son, and it's cool because my son totally digs hanging out with him, and it has nothing to do with Eddy was the great section. My son likes hanging out with Eddy because Eddy is a wonderful person. His wife Claudine is such a lovely lady, and for whatever lucky strike for Shelley and I, Eddy over the years has just been an awesome guy to get to know over the last 25 years, and a sweetheart, and hope we get to do a few more of these. We will have them later this week on our website, and that's at hortoncollection.com. If you're in the UK, Rollaire magazine has them, so you can get them through them. And then our one of our earlier series from a number of years ago are available for Trek bicycles on their website. It's an awesome, fun thing that we get to do, and I love that we get to share it with people.